russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros.
Well, interesting week for Hulk Hogan in WWE. First, it was announced that they have an official partnership with his Real American beer. They're going to be showcasing this, which we already saw it started. And they're going to have the logo on the ring mat. And as part of this partnership, WWE will become a minority owner of Real American beer. So Hogan came out on the Netflix debut to promote this and got heavily booed by the crowd.
Why do you suppose that he got booed? I mean, I think
the majority. I think there's a couple of reasons, Al. I think the huge reason was he was Mr. MAGA, and we're in freaking LA, bro.
I don't think that's it, because Undertaker didn't get booed. Undertaker did the same thing.
Yeah,
I think it's because of his racist comments. Nobody's forgiven him for that.
I don't think it's just that. There's been a big, from a little bit that I see on social media, there are a lot of people that the fans, he goes on these podcasts and things, and they start claiming that he's not telling the truth. You know what I mean? And he's elaborating, and that he's, making up stories, and I've seen where they even call him a pathological liar. And
I've been called that by Eric. He's called me a pathological liar.
And I think that's more the backlash. That, would you agree, Jeff? I mean, I don't think it's the political.
Well, I got to tell you though, Jeff, the booze really came out. The booze really came out when he clearly hawked his beer. That's when the booze really came out. And like, as soon as he did that, like, I cringed, and I'm like, bro, these people, they see right through that bullshit. This is not the place to hawk your beer. And that's when they
corporate chill. Then,
that's when the booze really started coming in. Yeah.
I think it seems like he's a sellout.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's probably a lot to do with it, because their wrestling time was taken up by a commercial for his beer.
Yes. Yeah.
Because if it was the political thing, I think Undertaker would have got booed as well. So I don't think that's what it was.
Al, when you talk about a sellout, bro, you know who I gain more respect for every single year? You'll appreciate this, Al.
Yeah.
Al, how much freaking money has Steve Austin left on the table by saying no?
Yeah,
I would guess somewhere between $10 to $25 million.
Oh, it wouldn't be absurd to say no, not at all.
That's amazing to me in this business. That's amazing to me, bro.
Yeah, but he, and he likes to stay true to himself, and he's
his brand,
and he's not greedy. You know what I mean? He's smart, and he doesn't just sell out. So he's living a good life, and good for him. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
He's achieved what everyone's wanted to achieve. He's at the top of his. He left.
Al, you got to imagine that dude is probably still making an unbelievable paycheck on that shirt to this day.
Yeah.
He's got to be, bro. No doubt, right?
Yeah. And that's, I use that as an example, when, I did the Job Squad shirts, and they were marketed, quite honestly, to a smart audience. They were marketed to a wrestling fan base. And, when I first came back to WWE, WWE wanted to license it, wanted to sell it and all of that. And I had done really, really well with that shirt back in that time period where the only place you could access them, the internet was in its infancy. I mean, remember, you still had to mail a physical check and all of that kind of stuff if you ordered anything off the internet. In between, I think it was March of that year and October, before I went back, I sold like 3,500 t-shirts at $25 a pop. So I made quite a bit of money off of that. But once I went to WWE and we signed the licensing agreement, the people at WWE didn't know how to sell it. They didn't know how to sell it to the average fan. So, as a wrestler, I tell guys all the time, it's your choice. Okay. You're going to be successful. All right. But you can make this choice. Do you want to be Job Squad successful? meaning that, yeah, you sold a bunch of shirts in a very short amount of time and it was very popular and you could have continued to market them and sell them to your wrestling audience? Or do you want to be Steve Austin successful, where those shirts of his were carried literally in every single marketing outlet at the time when we had malls were significant, you know, when Walmart and Target and Kohl's and every retail outlet there was in the United States had a rack full of Steve Austin 316 shirts.
Yeah.
Would you rather be that successful, or would you rather be Job Squad successful?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And not just, oh, it was just in Spencer's Gifts or it was just in Hot Topic. It was in JCPenney's, it was in Sears, it was in Macy's, it was in Elder Beerman, it was in Lazarus, it was in, you name the store, and those shirts were there everywhere. So I think I'd rather try to be that kind of successful than just, you know, being wrestling fan successful.
I got so much
Those
respect.
are admirable, but one is financially going to be able to change your life.
I just got so much respect for this guy, because you know they're asking him every single time to do these things, and the only one
still gets stuff to this day, I bet.
Yeah,
you know?
The only one thing he did was Texas, man. He did the thing with Owens because it was Texas. Outside of that, he's not done anything.